the supreme champion of the underworld, Deathborn from F-Zero GX. F-Zero as a series has so many good character designs in it, but we have not gotten a new F-Zero rep since Smash 64. And if Captain Falcon's gonna get a rival from his series, I think it should be the baddest baddie of them all, even feared by Black Shadow. In F-Zero GX, Deathborn is basically the devil. Deathborn is both full of himself and full of power. And with this, he wants to obtain both Grand Prix belts and turn this whole galaxy
into a pile of ashes in an instant.
And in coming to Smash, he will have nothing but power. But to be completely honest, you could really just take Ganondorf's moveset and put it on Deathborn and it would work just fine. But I went in a slightly different route, and I guess you'll see how that works. Now, F-Zero characters notably do not give a lot of reference for making a Smash moveset. That's why Captain Falcon's is almost entirely made up. But I would say of any character in the F-Zero series, Deathborn gives us some of the most to work with. And with this moveset, I plan to not only give Deathborn, but the entire F-Zero franchise the most justice it's been done in 17 years. Deathborn, who is mostly mechanical at this point, is going to be a very heavy character. And unlike Captain Falcon, his speed is not going to be some of the best. However, he's certainly no slouch and would be able to wall jump. And to start things off, Deathborn will have a one-hit jab, very similar to Ganondorf's. His dash is going to be very floaty, like Mewtwo or Dark Samus's, and his dash attack will be Dark Samus's shoulder bash. For the F-tilt, he steals from Ganondorf once again and does a powerful big boot forward. His up-tilt is an upwards backhand, swatting away any foes in his way. For the down-tilt, he does a powerful low punch to the ground, which actually is a reference to something. Now moving on to the smash attacks, for Deathborn's F-Smash, he rears back and then shoves his hand forward, creating a powerful blast of electricity from it. For his up smash, he sends upwards a ball of lightning which will then explode, very similar to Lucas's, but I would say maybe less busted. And for the down smash, Deathborn raises his arms as hellfire appears on both sides of him. Now onto the aerials, Deathborn's neutral air will have him create a shroud of electricity around him, which is a reference to what he appears in F-Zero GX. You'll see I'll be using that a lot in this moveset. His forward air is going to be Fist of the Underworld. I decided to make sort of a parallel to Captain Falcon's Knee of Justice. This is a very strong hook forward with a very fiery sweet spot that does a ton of damage and knockback. Deathborn's back air is a hard elbow strike. For this up air, he shoots lightning upwards. And for the down air, he does a powerful stomp with one leg, which is another reference. Deathborn would have a one-handed grab, and when he does it, he lifts the opponent up in a chokehold. And for the pummel, he'll punch the enemy in the stomach. His F-throw will be a hard elbow strike forward. His back throw will have him toss the opponent away like the piece of trash he thinks they are. For the up throw, he'll press a ball of lightning against them and shoot them upwards. And for the down throw, he'll do a powerful choke slam. Now on to the specials. Deathborn's neutral B is going to be called Fatal Pierce. Deathborn summons a staff made entirely of electricity and rears back like the Falcon Punch, before thrusting it forward like Shield Breaker. The range would be somewhere between those two moves, and it does electric damage. This is a reference to what's shown as Deathborn's most powerful attack, striking down Black Shadow before banishing him to space. At least I can only imagine that's what happens to him. Deathborn's side B is going to be called Death Grip. He creates a binding made of electricity and sends it forward, which acts as a projectile and a command grab, very similar to the Metroid Assist Trophy. This is actually a reference to something Black Shadow does in F-Zero GX, but I can only imagine Deathborn just simply granted him this power. Deathborn's up B is called No Escape. It's basically a teleport where Deathborn disappears into its orb of thunder and then reappears in a new location, with relatively strong hitboxes on both of them. And Deathborn's down B is going to be called Reactor Might Bomb. The Reactor Might in F-Zero is basically the core of a star that is used to power F-Zero machines. Deathborn will form a ball of energy, and when he throws it, it will travel in a straight line in any cardinal direction you choose. It will then travel in a short distance before exploding. And for Deathborn's final smash, it will start by him creating a void in front of him, and anyone hit by it will be banished to the void of space. Soon Deathborn will appear in the Dark Schneider. Yes, that's really what his machine is called. It is called the Dark Schneider, which will then ram the opponent multiple times before he drives into them and crashes back onto the stage with the opponent on the hood. It's essentially a cinematic final smash, but it ends similar to Olimar's. Deathborn's default colors are somehow cool despite being extremely stupid looking, and also he has stupid pants and stupid shoes, and I don't know how he looks so cool. He looks very stupid but also very cool. His next 3 ults will be based on the alternate costumes that are in F-Zero GX, which are blue, red, and green. The 5th ult will be based on his machine, the Dark Schneider, as well as Black Shadow and his machine, the Black Bolt. The 6th ult is based on the Skull and his machine, Sonic Phantom. The next ult is based on Don Genie and his machine, the Fat Shark. And the final ult is based on Dr. Stewart. The Kirby hat will have Deathborn's respirator as well as a glass dome on Kirby's brain. Deathborn's on-screen will have him appear in the electric orb that I've mentioned twice, and he'll slowly float down onto the stage. For his first taunt, he'll clench his fist as electricity runs through it, and he says,
You know the price of failure.
Deathborn's next taunt will have him point at the opponent and say,
You have a death wish?
And for his final taunt, he'll toss back his cape with one arm and say,
Give up now.
Deathborn's victory theme is a more sinister version of the current F-Zero theme, and it's done by Terminator Jackknife. For the victory animations, Deathborn will fly upwards and then pose.
Fails. Win. Good for nothing.
For the next one, Deathborn will punch his hand and he'll channel electricity through them and then shoot lightning at the sky.
Say goodbye, you afterwards.
And for the final one, the Ultimate Champion belt will descend as Deathborn grabs it, sealing the fate of the entire galaxy.
I will turn this galaxy into ashes.
And that is it for Deathborn's moveset. But this is the 3rd episode in the series, so you already know what's next. Deathborn's stage is going to be the Underworld. As Deathborn is a very self-centered and arrogant champion, there is no way he would not take you to the place he rules over. And mixing things up a bit, I am also adding Deathborn's Classic Mode. It is something that I am calling Conqueror of the Galaxy. This is all about being such a formidable foe, such a powerful evil, that the hero and villain of each respective universe has no choice but to team up, only for the villain to turn on the hero, and then you will destroy them anyway. The first match will be against Mario and Bowser, and the second match will be against Link and Ganondorf, and you are teamed with Bowser. The next match is going to be versus Samus and Ridley, and you are teamed with Ganondorf. The next match is against Kirby and King Dedede, and you are teamed with Ridley. The next match, which is the universe's last hope, is against Captain Falcon himself, and Deathborn takes him out, showing that he is superior to everyone, and he has conquered all. Then you play the bonus stage. And then the final match is against Master Hand, and you are teamed with Blood Falcon. Now on to the spirits. F-Zero already has all of their important spirits in Smash, but I'm adding 8 more. The first one is against James McLeod, no relation. And you will face a Fox, no relation, who when he's at high damage will get stronger and faster. Again, no relation. The next battle is against Billy, which is against a Donkey Kong, as well as Hakatade rockets spawning on the stage. The next one is against Leon, who is a fast wolf who has powerful throws. The next is against Super Arrow, which is a Captain Falcon, a Small Falco, and Zero Suit Samus. There's not really a gimmick to that one. I just think against 3 characters is pretty good. Next we have Silver Nielsen, which is a Ganondorf that'll heal over time and favor smash attacks. Next we have Don Genie, which is a giant Wario who has powerful fist attacks. And the next to last spirit is Phoenix, which is a Captain Falcon who is just really, really good. It's just a real nice, just a real strong Captain Falcon. And the final legend spirit is against the Creator. It'll be 3 Mewtwo's, as well as a Deathborn who will randomly get their final smash, and an invisible Captain Falcon who will also randomly get their final smash. And that is absolutely everything for Deathborn. F-Zero for such a long time has been absolutely robbed of everything that it deserves. I am not ashamed to admit that on E3 2019, for a split second, I did think that both trailers were for Deathborn. The Banjo one because it had the villains, you know what I mean. And the Hero one which opened on Darkon. And with Darkon, it reminded me of the overall theme of World of Light, which are dark and light. These 2 great forces which make up our universe. These universal forces are contained in each of our belts. Didn't you know? At the moment these 2 belts become one, it is possible to seize that power. Then I can turn this whole galaxy into a pile of ashes. Anyways, in conclusion, I think Deathborn is one of the coolest villains Nintendo has ever created, and I hope someday, somehow, he sees the spotlight again and is no longer left in the dark. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm so happy that people seem to like Special Smash, and I hope to continue it soon. I have a lot of very weird, obscure characters that I have lined up, but if you have an obscure character that you want to see represented, put them in the comments below, and I may take a crack at them someday. As you can see, they don't need a lot of source material.